Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are talking about love, which is such a multifaceted word, and what I want to do today is offer, I'm going to guide you through a brief version of this Buddhist meditation known as metta meditation or loving kindness meditation. So in the Buddhist tradition, they differentiate between different types of love, and metta or maitri is loving kindness, which is a kind of unconditional positive regard for another person. They also recognize three other forms of love: karuna, which is compassion; mudita, which is a kind of friendship, like love of somebody else as a friend. And finally, upeksha, which is equanimity. So this kind of unconditional acceptance of whatever is. So today we're going to focus on, as I said, loving kindness, this unconditional positive regard, a kind of friendliness towards others, ourselves, and life. And I'm going to guide you through this meditation. It has three parts. We're going to cultivate this feeling of loving kindness, first of all, by bringing into mind something or someone, a being that we feel very easily this positive regard towards. For instance, a pet or a child, your best friend, your partner. Then we're going to take that feeling and extend it outwards towards a larger circle of humanity. First, by bringing into our minds somebody we feel more neutral about. Could be, somebody who works in our neighborhood or lives in our neighborhood, or it doesn't even have to be someone you necessarily know. It's more like an acquaintance that you don't feel either positive or negatively towards. This is just somebody who is just a neutral being in your life. And then finally, we are going to bring somebody to mind or something to mind, a being who actually does activate difficult or uncomfortable emotions for us, and work with holding both this positive regard and that person in our mind at the same time. It's kind of like lifting weights, like a practice of noticing that we can have both of those things at the same time. Okay, so let's get started. Start by closing your eyes, just resting your hands. Find a comfortable seat. Rest your hands in your lap. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Maybe one or two more breaths like that. Long inhale, long exhale. And then allowing your breath to find its natural rhythm, just kind of to recede into the background, gentle, even breath. Now let's bring to mind that first being, somebody we feel really positive emotions towards, a lot of love, a lot of joy when we think of this person or being. And notice how that lands in your body, bringing your attention to your heart center. Just becoming conscious of the sensations and the feeling that this being resonates in us. Take a few breaths here, just resting in this positive, loving feeling. And now that we've cultivated this feeling a little bit, let's bring into our mind that neutral person or being. Maybe it's the barista at your local coffee shop, or a neighbor who you don't know well, but you see them walking past your house every day. And extend to them this feeling of loving kindness and positive regard. And again, just noticing how that feels to offer this kind of love to someone who is not very close to you. And finally, bring into your mind this third level of being or relationship that you have. Somebody who does activate more difficult or uncomfortable emotions in you. See if you can bring that person to mind. You may want to even put them in a little bubble of protection. You may not need to, but you may want to. And see if you can wrap your loving kindness around that bubble. You may not want to offer loving kindness to this person, but you may. Even if you don't feel ready to offer loving kindness, you can simply notice how it's possible for you to hold this feeling of loving kindness in your heart and hold this person or being also in your mind at the same time. Just this exercise of holding these two beings, these two states in your mind at the same time opens the possibility of creating more love and peace in the world. So just rest here for a few minutes. Your attention on your heart center. Gentle, unconditional, positive regard for the basic goodness in each one of us. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.